What's up, guys? Welcome back. I know it's been a while since I uploaded a video, but just out here taking some practice shots, doing some extra reps. It's pretty humid, pretty warm, but got to get it in. 3 weeks, actually less than 3 weeks, till opening day of early season archery mule deer in Arizona. So I'm super pumped up. This video, as you can tell from the thumbnail and the title, is the preseason, my prep for that trip. I did it last year in 2019. I'm gonna do it again this year, and counting down the days. I can't believe it's less than 3 weeks away. We got deer meat for lunch and possibly dinner, because I think this chicken has got a while. And I was only out there for half a dozen or dozen and a half arrows, and I was drenched from head to toe. Yeah, I'm just kind of getting some deer meat here ready for the dehydrator. Dehydrate probably about maybe 3.5 pounds of it. You know, I'm just gonna do like the old taco meat seasoning and dehydrate it for Arizona deer camp. Here's my dehydrator, LEM 5 tray. Get that bad boy fired up here in a little bit. But anyway, I'll stop rambling and start going through all my gear that I'm gonna take to Arizona, and I'm gonna take you guys with me. Stay tuned. Hope you guys can see me. This is the same pack that I used last year. It's my Badlands Sacrifice. It's got that vented back, which I really like about the Badlands. This one's pretty large. I enjoyed using it last year, and I'm going to bring it again this year because this is what I'm going to use for overnights. So new to this year is the dash pack, and this thing is pretty awesome. I like it. It's a lot smaller. Does got the vented back, hyper vent, that's what I think I call it. This is what I'm going to use for a day pack. I've used it a couple times on hikes. It doesn't have a ton of room, especially for all the stuff that I want to bring for a day hike, but it does have this. There is an actual holster on both sides for a pistol, but I didn't really like how my pistol sat in there. It wasn't something that I could really get to quickly. You know, you got to move this Velcro, and it's a lot of noise. So I just kind of made my own mod with a Alien Gear holster that I've got, and just kind of weaved it through the webbing here on the inside of this belt between here and here. So, and it's worked out really nicely. So anyway, this is my day pack. Second addition to this year is another Badlands pack. If you know me, I like Badlands gear. It's not cheap, but it's not expensive like some of the other stuff. This is just literally a small little pack that you can put a bladder in, stuff maybe a jacket in there. It's got a spot for a spotting scope, which is really nice. You know, you can actually stick tripod or, you know, something else on the sides here. And yeah, so this is what I'm going to use for hydration. I used like a running, and it worked, but it didn't carry anything. You know, if I wanted to carry a jacket or some extra stuff, like some gloves or, you know, who knows what, it had no pocket. But anyway, kind of moving down here, this is going to be what I'm bringing for fishing, for trout fishing, and I still got to load it up with all my fishing gear and stuff like that. Moving along, there's my XDM 9mm that I bring. First aid, I've got permethrin in here, I've got sunblock, and this is actual just like a, you know, microfiber towel. Then just, you know, like a basic first aid kit with a bunch of like additions that I've added into it. Flashlighter, extra wraps, a whole ton of bunch of, you know, bandages, Neosporin, aspirin, Zyrtec. You know, all the stuff that I personally would want to have and need. I think I put a trauma kit in here too, which it didn't have, and just like a bunch of other stuff like paracord, you know, safety pins. So this goes with me, whichever pack. My sleep system, sleeping bag, mat, her pad, pillow. There's also a sleeping bag liner in here. This is my tent. This is a one-man trekking pole tent, so there's no poles in here whatsoever, just stakes that I've actually upgraded to a lighter version. So got my cracks, my off-roaders, and this is a paracord sling that I made myself for it. Got a couple small little clasps in there that fit through. It's nice. I could hang it off the back of my pack. Alaskan Guide Creations chest pack. It's got my 12x50 Vortex crossfires in there. Got my Nikon Aero ID 7000 VR rangefinder in here. I've got on the side here some camo face paint. Over here I've got my Windicator, and in the back I've got a lens pen, a Sharpie, little micro Sharpie, and this is where I keep my license. This is my kill kit. It's got knives, zip ties, vacuum sealed, for size, game bags. It's got a knife. I've got the sleeves, a trash bag, a big like contractor bag, trash bag. My cook kit. So got a spoon spork, gas, stove, stand. As you can see, nothing else in there. This all fits in here really nicely as I struggle to get it back together. My Thermarest butt pad comes in handy all the time. This thing is great. Stand outside your tent, in the mornings or in the evenings, you want to stretch out. You don't want to stand on the ground in your socks or your feet. You can stand on this. Plus, obviously, it folds up and you can sit on it. You fold it like that and sit on it, which I've done a lot. Moving on here, my trekking poles, Hiker Hunger. These are nice. I don't use them all the time because technically it's like I'm carrying a bow and I'll only have one pole in my hand. So these are more or less going to be whenever I'm hauling out a load and I'm going to need the extra support. So these are nice. They're lightweight. They're microfiber. This is my tripod that will be going with me whenever I bring a spotting scope or my binoculars, which is pretty much all the time I'm going to be hunting. This year I'm bringing my Jim Shockey tripod. This is going to be to help film, and if I want to try like a long yardage shot, I could set this up, on my bow arm and just shoot, and it gives me a steady rest so I can actually get a pin dialed in really quickly instead of just shooting a bunch of shots at long range and just never knowing if I'm dialed in or not. This really helps me out. Got a Gerber saw. As you can see, it's brand new, clean. Hoping that I get to use it this year. Phone scope that I can put on my rangefinder, or my spotting scope, which is an eMirth. It's a cheapo. Yeah, I was hoping that I could upgrade this year and get like a Vortex or something like that, but obviously it hasn't happened. And to be honest with you, this is just fine for me for now. I'm probably going to upgrade next year, but anyway, it works. All right, here we are back at the dehydrator to load these trays up. This would be the same thing you would do like for a soup or chili. I've done this before with chili. And I actually have not done this with deer meat. I have dehydrated burger before, like 80-20. You're not going to get the air gaps. Aren't going to go everywhere, which is fine. It's still going to shrink up. But you don't want to get too generous with it. You want a nice kind of even flat layer. I mean, look at that. It's delicious. Yum yum, eat them up. Okay, I'm going to load up the rest of these trays. Get this vacuum seal. That's the word I'm looking for. Here, just a bunch of stuff that I probably would have with me all the time. This is my bow repair kit. Got a multi-tool in there, a couple other wrenches, a string that is last year's string on my bow. So in case this year's string breaks, I got everything on there, D-loop, everything's set. All I gotta do is put it on. Headlamp. This is another new addition this year. This is the Outdoor Edge duck knife. The lay duck, to be honest. To be correct, and I hope I get to use this year on field dressing a deer. This is super lightweight, hangs from your neck, with this lanyard, or it's actually got a belt loop attachment or a belt attachment, so that's really nice. Just some cheapo glasses, sunglasses. dude wipes and toilet paper, obvious reasons. My Bear Grylls survival knife. I bring this not because I'm looking to be in a survival situation, but it's got a knife sharpener on it. Plus it's got a flint or a ferro rod, and you can strike and make a fire if you wanted to in a survival situation. Plus it's a pretty decent sized knife, and I've got it really sharp. So that's kind of nice. I like to keep it on my hip, you know, back here or something like that. New to this year also, solar panel charger. I can't remember how many milliamp hours this dude is. Oh, here we go. 26,800 milliamp hours. There you go. Pretty bright, a little unnecessary. This is my Obsidian charger. This is probably what I'll be bringing on a daily basis. And this is pretty lightweight. It doesn't look like it is, but this is really lightweight. This is not that heavy. And this thing is waterproof. It's freaking incredible. Okay, get you zoomed in here a little bit. Look at these camera attachments that I got. The mirror or glass mount. This is a shoulder mount for like one of your straps on your backpack. You can ride it here on your shoulder. I don't know if you guys can see me or not. I hope you can. This is a head mount for the Tacticam, which I'm just bringing. I don't anticipate using it, just because I don't like much on my head other than a hat. Another new addition this year is this articulating camera mount. So you can clamp this on anything. I'm going to clamp it on one of the legs of my tripod and just kind of have an over the shoulder look, which I think is pretty cool. We'll see how it works. And here's my chest mount. So this is obviously going to be for trout fishing. So I could just put my action cam right there. Oh, that's a nice one.
That's a nice one. Oh, that's a nice one. Oh.
This is my handheld tripod that I use when you see me taking video of myself. What a day. And look at this. I don't know what's better. Maybe get in the book, but I'm good with this. My solid state drives, I got two of them in here. One that I run and one's for backup. And then I've got my Yi action camera 4K plus, which is awesome. Other than the fisheye. I don't know why they've got to be fisheye, but whatever. I'm bringing two rods, my ultralight spinning and a fly rod. All right, so over here, got my hunt fish food hat. Seen better days, but that's why it's going on this trip. Nice. And then I got my new Hush hat. That's, how sweet is that? That's nice. It's kind of like a dark OD green. I like that logo. That is badass. So anyway, new hat for this year. I've got my waders with me, my Rogers. These are, they look pretty thick. This liner actually comes out. So I'm bringing the liner because I don't know if we're going to be fishing in the morning, in the evening, or in the middle of the day. So I can take the liner out whenever I need it. That's pretty nice. This is my base camp sleeping bag, base camp pillow. This is a bag full of clothes that are just like spare clothes that I would put in my overnight stay. And then just a couple extra compression sack, and then another 20-liter Sea to Summit bag. So these are just kind of spares. All right, so here on the table, just some spare stuff that I need to bring. Game camera, bringing one this year. Hopefully I get to find a spot that's got a lot of action, maybe a trail or something like that. I could throw it up and check it a couple days later. Tons of batteries, AA's, AAA's, C's, D's. This is for my camp fan. I've got spare batteries for my rangefinder, spare batteries for this little guy, which is pretty cool. Show that in a minute. And just like I said, tons of batteries. Extra gas for my stove, a couple extra knives, some outdoor edge, swing blaze, which is awesome. I've used this a lot. An extra headlamp, just a cheapo. An extra handheld flashlight, just a cheapo. This I actually found in Arizona last year on the road, so it is kind of broke. So you can see it's broke right there. It's supposed to latch and stop. It's basically just a little camp flashlight. It's lightweight, small. You can throw it in a backpack. It's kind of nice. Takes a big, gigantic lithium battery. Large, extra large, 24 by 48 inch microfiber towel. This is for drying off after we take base camp showers, so drip drying. More dude wipes, which I actually have another pack. So in total, I've got 3 packs of these. Probably overkill, but oh well. Bow press in case I need to do a field repair. Toothbrush, this is basically dental care. This goes in the space camp. This will go in my overnight sacrifice pack. My little Cusca, my little wooden Cusca for coffee. It's pretty cool. Got a little bag, a little filter, wooden spoon. And then this is just an extra spoon spork. More extra gear. So in here, sharpening stone for like if I really need to do some serious sharpening back at base camp. Like I said, more dude wipes, sinus rinse, some dryer sheets, some Scentaway dryer sheets, and some laundry detergent. That's some dead downwind. This is sunblock, dead downwind lotion, extra windicators. This is just a ton of little, like, not little, but actually these are kind of big. Large Ziplocs for meat, game bags, water filtration, which I don't think I'll need, but I'm bringing it anyway. Didn't need it last year. A cable lock for my game camera, some latex gloves, a vacuum space saver bags, just in case I need the room. Tons of scent-free killer, or scent killer, which I don't know, I kind of go back and forth on using it or not. And some Burt's permethrin. Spray down your gear and your stuff. I almost forgot my hunting clothes. In here are my leafy suit, my jacket, my pants. I got my tree stand harness, which I do plan on bringing my tree stand. First Light gloves. Got some shooter gloves. Got some fingerless First Light gloves. Bandana. A beanie. Neck gaiter. This is actually a balaclava. Some gaiters. 10 pairs of merino wool socks. 2 pair of just wool socks. Smart wool. First Light wick. T-shirts. Got 2 in the Cypher. 2 in the gray, the new gray. 2 in the OD, it's like OD green, but it's basically green. 10 pair of ex officio boxers. They're freaking awesome. I'm bringing 1 set of the First Light kiln, tops and bottoms. A couple REI zip-off convertible pants. My guide Corrugate jacket, and my guide Corrugate pants. And I also, new this year, which I can't show on camera because it's in the laundry, Obsidian pants. They come with the suspenders. Looking forward to using those, but I'm not looking forward to them getting stuck up with a bunch of thorns and stuff like that, because it is merino wool, but it's soft and it's quiet, which is what we really need for deer hunting, especially mule deer. This is nice, but can you hear that? That's the Corrugate. The pants and the jacket are nice, but there's too much noise. They make too much noise. So the REIs they're slightly quieter, but they still make too much noise. And the only way to get away from that is to have merino wool clothing. So on to the thing that I forgot and I wanted to show you. There's my bow. Same boots from last year. Salomon's Quest 4Ds. Incredible boot. I will buy them again if I ever need to. Check this out. New for this year's hunt. The Gasland gas water heater. Yep, we are living in luxury. We are going to have hot water showers every night. How cool is that? So this tank right here is specifically for, non-potable water. This can be run through the Gasland, or obviously potable water can. the shower head. There's still some parts I need to put together, but it literally won't take me that long. Put some alligator clips on this pump, and I've just got to basically drop this in. That guy. Hook this up to a battery. This guy. Gas inlet goes there. Then your shower comes out right there. Yeah, I'm excited to use that. These two 5-gallon jugs of drinking water. This is potable water. This is drinking water. This is what I used last year for filling up all my water bottles and my bladders. So it'll be a total of 10 gallons for just myself. All right, what else do we got? I'm bringing a gas lantern, my good old trusty Teton cot. There we go. Not bad. To add to that, new this year is this pad. This is a Teton pad. It's a good 1.5 inches thick. They say it's 2 inches, which it really isn't. In this bag is my Summit tree stand, which I will be bringing this year. I didn't bring a tree stand last year, and I was kind of bumming that I didn't have one. Oh, I'm also bringing my 12x12 canopy with sides, 3 sides to be exact. Yeah, I am bringing a tree stand to Arizona mule deer hunting. I don't know if a lot of people do that, but this guy's gonna do it. Oh, let's see what the dehydration's looking like. Sorry for the noise. Oh yeah. A little rotate and agitate. So I've had it going for about 2.5 hours now. As you can see, there's a lot that still needs to be dried. I got the timer set for 10 hours. It'll probably need all of it. So I'll take the top one out, agitate and rotate. Chicken, sour cream and yep, just sour cream and mixed veggies. That is one meal for champions. There we go. Vacuum sealed and ready to go back in the freezer. All right, I know the lighting's not the best, but this is what I'm bringing for food. So every day I've meal prepped. There's snacks like RX bars, peanut butter, pure protein, Kind bars, Quest bars, oatmeal for breakfast, which has got protein powder, some creatine, super greens. Also, it's got like little clusters and dehydrated cranberries and stuff like that. Like a salmon packet with some rice and some veggies, or some chicken, rice, and some potatoes. Mix in this deer meat that I'm dehydrating right now, so that'll have some either rice or potatoes with it, as well as some mixed green beans. All have a 1.5 cups of coffee in them, so I can get my coffee. Also threw in some tea this year, so I'm tracking the calories. So as you can see, I've written it down on a little post-it note of how many calories are in the bag. I have 14 days worth of food. I'm not going to pull all these out, but just to show you, this is what I kind of ran last year. Over here, got some protein bars, got some more Jif cups, peanut butter cups, got some trail mix, by the way, gross. I will never buy those again. If you like terrible aftertaste, go ahead and get that. Bringing a bunch of bottles of, MULE, water additive stuff, coffee filters, another pack of dude wipes apparently, a thermometer for checking temperature on base camp meals, more coffee. This is actually extra coffee that I'm gonna leave at base camp. Some gum, got some oil, which is actually gonna go in my overnight pack. And I've got some homemade dehydrated wagon wheels. These are actually pears or apple. I think that's apple. And dehydrated grapes. Some Cholula, Montreal steak, some brown sugar and bourbon seasoning, some kickin' chicken seasoning, obviously all for base camp. And last but not least, some tin cup. Drink responsibly. Whew. Oh man, I know that was a lot, Probably seemed like a lot. Hope you got something out of it and maybe picked up on some things that you might want to bring to your mule deer camp or regular camp. Let me know what you guys would bring or would not bring. Is there too much stuff? Am I bringing too many things? Is there something that I completely like, duh, dude, you need to bring this? And I appreciate you guys sticking around to the end of the video. Had a pretty crazy summer so far and it's just flying by. I was hoping to get a bunch of fishing in with the new boat and that just hasn't happened. Hopefully this winter I can do something with the boat, get out and do some crappie fishing, midwinter, February, something like that. We'll see. It's just been crazy with work and with this COVID stuff. It's just been nuts. So hit the like button for deer meat, dehydrating deer meat, getting ready for deer season. If you want to see more of this, hit that subscribe button. And I appreciate it, guys. Get outside, have some outdoor fun, and I'll see you next time. Ooh, actually, that's good. Oh, that's a nice one.
That's a nice one.